Greetings from the Gambia, or Salam Alaikum, which is how you say hello here in Laman Village, which is where I am within the Gambia. It's called a village, but it's really developing more into a town, so it's pretty big, and we're right on the very west coast of Africa. Today is my 10th day here in the Gambia. We kind of have an off day today because Ramadan just ended. The Gambia is about 95% Muslim, so a lot of students have the day off, and we kind of do too, so we've just been hanging out, so I thought I would take the opportunity to fill you in on how my trip's been going so far. I'm sitting at Starfish International, which is the school that I'm working at, next to this mural of a starfish, which I thought was cute. And so far, we've been learning the ropes of the school. So real school is still in session, and once that's over, the girls will start taking classes here with us. But in the meantime, we're just tutoring them, getting to know them, learning all their names, and having a great time kind of assimilating into what's going on here. We started the week off with a welcome ceremony for us, which was amazing and one of my favorite parts of the week so far, just since I wasn't expecting it. The girls sang and we said the Starfish Pledge and all the values, and it was really fun. And then we ended the week with a naming ceremony where we were given traditional Gambian names. It's a big to-do that usually happens for babies, but since we're babies in this culture, we got to have one too. And for the ceremony, we got to pick out fabric that we like to make traditional African dresses, which was absolutely amazing, and I really felt immersed when I put it on, including the headpiece. It was a really special moment that we ended the week off on. So my Gambian name is Aisha Mary Koroma, and those names were given to me after different students and mentors here at the school. What they have seen in me so far in just this first week is that I've been a little shy, a little slow to warm up, and that I have so much potential for growth. So that's the students they've named me after, students who had that similar path. And I think it's definitely true. I've been in observer mode a lot for these first couple days, just kind of taking it all in and just seeing what it's like. And just towards the end of the week, I've been starting to step out of my shell a little bit more, feel more comfortable interacting, and really just starting to be myself. I'm really enjoying the food so far, which was something I was a little bit nervous about. That sound you just heard was a mango falling on the library from the mango tree right outside, which is a sound I've grown accustomed to now. We have Wi-Fi and clean running water, power, but it does go out sometimes, so that's another thing kind of getting used to. There are currently 5 other volunteers here right now. Melanie, who came with me from Santa Clara, but she's originally from Bolivia. Nadra, whose family is from Syria, and she's lived there, but also has lived in America, is going to school there. And Marcel, who's from the Ivory Coast, but is going to school in America. Kate, who's from Ohio, and Chris, who's from Puerto Rico and going to school in the States. One of my favorite parts of this week so far, besides the welcome ceremony, was our multicultural discussion, which we do once a week. So this week the topic was about clothing within your culture, and typically it's kind of a discussion about Gambian versus American culture and whatever topic we're talking about. But since all of our volunteers are from all over the world, we had a really rich discussion about clothing and what it meant to each culture, and I really enjoyed it, and I've just been learning a lot from all the different volunteers, just since they come from such different backgrounds. Starfish is run by what they call mentors, who are college students about our age here in the Gambia, who take their time to be mentors to the girls and mentors to us as volunteers as we assimilate into the culture. So we've really gotten to get to know them. We have mentor fun time every night where we play games, and they're just kind of with us all the time and get to really integrate us into what's going on here in the Gambia. Another thing we do to help integrate is we do daily walks. Right now they're at night because of Ramadan, but I think they're going to be switching into the morning starting this week. And that's when we walk around the town and basically just show ourselves as people. We get to see how the town functions and what goes on, and the people in the town get to see people from different backgrounds that they may not see otherwise. When you're walking, the little kids will yell "Tubab," which basically just means white person. You hear that the whole time you're walking, which is pretty funny. I had a really interesting conversation yesterday with one of the mentors named Isis2 about kind of the socioeconomics of the Gambia and what that looks like. From what we've seen, everyone has shelter, water, food, and what she was saying is that's pretty typical in the Gambia. You're not really going to see severe poverty, and you're not going to see homelessness in the Gambia. She was explaining how community is so important here in the Gambia and that neighbors really look out for each other, so that really decreases the poverty you see here. Do you want to be in it? Do you want to say your name? No? This is Enzel. Her mom works here at Starfish, and she gets to hang out with us all day. Something that I found was really different from in the States was that even compared to other people around them, they don't really think of themselves as poor. So I know in the States that if you're poor or you feel like you're poor, you're always comparing yourself, like keeping up with the Joneses and things like that. And that really doesn't seem to be a mentality here, which I think is really interesting. Overall, it has taken me a little bit of time to adjust and just feel it out and see where I'm at, but I'm feeling really comfortable now, and I've felt welcome the whole time, really safe, and we are really taken care of here. It's really amazing, and I'm excited for what the next 7 weeks will bring with this long-term immersion. That was one of the reasons I was interested in this program, was to experience something a little more long-term in a culture that is very different from mine. But something I've noticed already is that it's also very similar. People are people no matter where you go, so I'm excited to keep exploring those things throughout this time here.